Bereshit, chapter 37.
And Yaakov dwelt in the land of his father's sojournings, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Yaakov. Yosef, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers, being still a lad, even with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and Yosef brought evil report of them unto their father. Now Yisra'el loved Yosef more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him, and could not speak peaceably unto him. And Yosef dreamed a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and behold, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves came round about, and bowed down to my sheaf. And his brothers said to him, Shall you indeed reign over us? Or shall you indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams, and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream and told it to his brothers, and said, Behold, I have dreamed yet a dream. And behold, the sun, and the moon, and 11 stars, bowed down to me. And he told it to his father, and to his brothers. And his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall I and your mother and your brothers indeed come to bow down to you to the earth? And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the saying in mind. And his brothers went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Yisra'el said unto Yosef, Do not your brothers feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send you unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said to him, Go now, see whether it is well with your brothers, and well with the flock, and bring me back word. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seek you? And he said, I seek my brothers. Tell me, I pray you, where they are feeding the flock. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Yosef went after his brothers, and found them in Dothan. And they saw him afar off, and before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer comes. Come now therefore and let us slay him, and cast him into one of the pits. And we will say, An evil beast has devoured him. And we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and delivered him out of their hand, and said, Let us not take his life. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood. Cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, but lay no hand upon him, that he might deliver him out of their hand, to restore him to his father. And it came to pass, when Yosef was come unto his brothers, that they stripped Yosef of his coat, the coat of many colors that was on him. And they took him, and cast him into the pit. And the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked. And behold, a caravan of Yishma'elim came from Gil'ad with their camels, bearing spicery, and balm, and ladanum, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Yehudah said unto his brothers, What profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come, and let us sell him to the Yishma'elim. And let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother, our flesh. And his brothers hearkened unto him. And there passed by Midianites, merchantmen. And they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Yishma'elim for 20 shekels of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit. And behold, Joseph was not in the pit. And he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brothers, and said, The child is not. And as for me, where shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat, and killed a he-goat, and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, This have we found. Know now whether it is your son's coat, or not. And he knew it, and said, It is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is without doubt torn in pieces. And Yaakov rent his garments, and put sackcloth upon his loins, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, Nay, but I will go down to Sheol to my son, mourning. And his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's, the captain of the guard.